Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are gonna solve a challenge from HackSmarter platform. It's known as Sliver Basics Linux implant. You might have heard about C2's framework in cyber methodology, where attackers tries to connect with their victim machine. But right now we are gonna focus only on generating and delivering our implant, specifically on Linux server. Before moving towards our today's topic, I have a quick announcement regarding the direction of this channel. So I'm officially starting a new series where we will be solving every single box of HackSmarter in the exact chronological order they were released, to make sure that we don't miss any latest techniques and methodologies. I'm also gonna upload updated content from this platform. That's enough for our announcement. So let's get back to our terminal here. So you can see here that I'm already connected with my VPN client, and I have been already assigned my IP. So here is my IP here. So there are gonna be some suggestions in my command line because I'm trying to create this video from since 2 hours, but now let's see how it goes. So if you're working with Sliver for the first time, it's gonna be sudo apt-get install Sliver. Through this command, it's gonna set up a Sliver for you. But if you have installed it before, so let's communicate with Sliver. So to interact with Sliver, you just have to do sliver-server, and you might have guessed there that there is going to be client version also. So Sliver basically provides you a multiplayer mode where you can multiple people can join you in your pentest engagement, red team activities, and multiple other stuff. So in Sliver server, you just have to enable a multiplayer mode and generate a configuration file for your new operator, and then your colleague can just import that configuration file in Sliver's client, and through that they will be connected with your Sliver server. Right now we are just focusing on Sliver server, but if you want me to create a dedicated series for C2s where we can just compare multiple command and control frameworks, that how they work and what are their pros and cons, so we can definitely do that. So make sure to comment down below if you want that series also. So let's hit enter here, and here you can see that we are basically unpacking assets here. It's not gonna take too much time, but still, to make sure that your time doesn't get wasted, I'm going to pause this, and once it's completed, I'll be back. Okay, so now you can see here that we are inside our Sliver server, and just like a beginner, if you don't know any of the commands for this Sliver framework, so we're gonna do help here, and it will show you a lot of options here which you can utilize. One of them, as I have already explained before, is multiplayer mode, where you can just create your operators. So the members who are going to join you are going to be known as operators here. So you can just enable multiplayer mode and then generate a number of operators, and then your configuration files are going to be created through which they can connect with your Sliver server. You can see here that there are multiple options, but we are interested in generate here. So let's do help menu for generate command, and here we have a bunch of commands and options here which we can utilize with the generate command. So here there is a whole man page also, so let's see what's interesting for us. Right now what's interesting for us is that we are basically creating our payload or implant for Linux server, and Sliver does not provide any cross-platform agent, so that you can just utilize that on your multiple same payload to be generated for Linux and Windows. But we have to just explicitly define that for which operating system our binary is going to be generated. So for that you have to specify this option -OS, and then after that you have to specify the operating system for which your binary is going to be generated. There is one or more option which you can see here is MTLS, which have been utilized here a lot. So it stands for the mutual TLS, It's an advanced version or encrypted version of TLS, which you can utilize. It's basically a version and a connection methods which you can utilize in order to connect with your victim machine. But we are going to focus on HTTP here. So let's just clear our screen here, and let's generate our payload for our Linux, and the communication protocol which we are going to use is going to be HTTP, and here is our IP here. So let's just copy this IP here and specify it here. So I have to give it a space here, and then after that, if you want to go with your by default port of HTTP, which is 80, so you can just ignore this colon stuff. But if you want your port to be explicitly defined at which port your victim should communicate, you can specify it here. So it can be like 9999. But right now I want to just connect with the default port, so I'm just gonna take it like that. One other option which you can see here is going to be save, where you can just specify the directory and then / with the file name, so that it can save your implant at specific directory with the same name. But one cool feature of Sliver is that it by default randomize your implant name so that it can't be easily detectable by antivirus and Windows Defender. So I'm gonna skip this option here. One other option here which is very interesting, which is going to be skip -symbols. So by default, Sliver does is what Sliver does is that it obfuscates your payload so that it can't be easily detected by antivirus and Windows Defender. But if you want your payload to skip those obfuscation, you can specify it using that. But right now I'm interested in obfuscated payload, so let's hit enter here. So you can see here that by default symbol obfuscation is enabled, and Sliver is generating our implant for Linux explicitly for AMD 64 architecture binary. Now it's compiling, and it's gonna take like 3 to 4 minutes depending on your OS and specs. So the time it's gonna take, I have one more thing to show you, that to connect with our victim machine, we just have to hit connect here, and it will spin up Ubuntu server for you, and you are gonna be prompted with a shell here, not a proper GUI through which you can interact. So that's it. So let's just clear this also and do wget http and then / and then the IP for the victim, for the target machine, from where our payload is going to be downloaded. It's not this one. I have to specify my IP here, so it's gonna be this one. So let's just, I'm very bad in remembering things, so that's why I'm just keeping it like that. And the port through which I want to deliver it is going to be 8080, and then / and then the name of the implant binary which will be generated from our Sliver. So through that, our payload is going, our binary, or I don't know why I'm saying hollow binary, but our implant or agent is going to be delivered through this technique. So let's see how much time it's gonna take. So I'm just gonna pause this, and once it's completed, then we can just start our further enumeration. So now you can see here that it took approx 4 minutes here to generate this binary, and the name of this binary is going to be alright drop. So now we have to set up a listener here, so that our agent, while he just connect with us, he should connect back to us. It's similar to multi-handler in Metasploit. So let's just specify our payload here. So it's going to be -l and then the IP, so it's this one. And for port, we have to specify using smaller case L, so it's gonna be like this. So now you can see here that we have error here, and I don't know why showing an error. So yeah, so it's because it's a by default port, we don't have to specify this. But if you are using a non default port, you can specify it using small l. So now our job has been started, and if you want to look at the jobs or processes, it's going to be like this. So MTLS is also a port which usually run on 8888, whereas the HTTP is running on 80. Now let's deliver our payload here. So I'm going to split my screen here, and let's get back to our HackSmarter Sliver folder, and our payload name was alright drop. So let's just set up our Python listener. It's going to be HTTP and the port is going to be 8080. So the name is alright drop. Now you can see here that our payload has been started delivered on our victim machine. So let's see. Let me just close these tabs. Now what we are going to do here is give executable permission to this binary or implant. So let's just do alright drop here and execute this thing. So if we just go back to our Sliver server here, you can see that our victim machine has been successfully connected to us, and there is the session ID, the name of the agent through which our client has been connected to us, the IP of the victim machine, the port through which our connection has been established, and then the I think host name and the architecture with this timeline that at which time it has been connected to us. So let's just clear the screen, and if you want to list out the sessions, you can just do it using sessions command. Now you can see that our health of session is alive. In order to connect with that session, you just have to do use and then 31 or just the initial. So you can see here that we are now inside our session. Now if you want me to do who am I, it will just give me the option. If you want to do ID, you can see here I think that it's not working, and if you want to look for multiple options which you can utilize here, you can just do help and it will show you a list of options which you can utilize here. So let's get UID, that process ID, ping, info. So I'll just do info. So you can see here that we have a lot of information like our session ID, the name of the agent, the host name, the UUID, the user ID, group ID, process name, the version of the operating system, and then the active C2 profile, like obviously our IP, and then the remote address of our victim machine and multiple other stuff. So that's enough for our today's video. That's what we have successfully achieved our objective, that how we can generate and deliver our implant on victim machine. I hope you're gonna like this video, and if you think that it's beneficial for you, make sure to share it with your colleagues and other people so that they can learn this stuff. Thank you and bye.